All right, welcome into another episode of the Patriots Training Campcast. I'm Mike Dussault, joined by Tamara Brown and Paul Perillo. And guys, this was a little bit of a different feel today. We had a season ticket holder practice, so medium-sized crowd. We had Evan out there doing some live commentary, a little bit of a different feel. But overall, Paul, just felt like more of the same to me. It felt like we had some ups, we had some downs. There were some positives I'll get into in a second, but overall, to me, it just felt like a continuation where fits and starts for no matter who's kind of playing.
Yeah, one of the things that's really starting to stand out to me is how long it takes them to get into practice. Today, they were about 20 to 25 minutes before their helmets even went on. A very extended warm-up period. I guess it makes a little sense coming off a game. They were off. They had some treatment on Friday, off on Saturday. So, working their way back in slowly. But I did think it was another one of those sort of methodical, plotting kind of practices. Now, I will say this, on a positive side, saw a little tempo today on the offense. It didn't take as long, to me, between plays. It looked like there was an emphasis on getting more plays, run. They went back and forth. Basically, it was all Brissett in May today again. So I did find that a positive, the tempo of the offense.
Yeah, I wonder if the tempo had to do with the refs being there today. This was the first practice of training camp that we've seen them. Obviously, we saw them in mini camp, but having them there today was nice. I feel like it helped see a lot more with the smooth operations that Paul was mentioning in his key to the game. I feel like we were able to see a lot of those moments pop up today in practice, delay of games, balls being batted down at the line of scrimmage, incomplete passes, etc. So it was nice having them out there.
Re-huddles a couple times. Gerard Mayo had to call
the
team over.
Yep. It's still an issue.
Like he had to give him a little kick in the butt, but you said the word pop, Tamara, and I'm going to say DeMario Douglas back today, not in the red jersey, very active. And I think, for me, Paul, he just kind of stands out. Like he has a different, nothing crazy, but was able to string together a few nice catches, and his presence on the field it jumps out at you.
Yeah, to me, he's the only guy who consistently gets open. And I know there was a coverage breakdown on a 7-on-7. He had a deep over. He was completely uncovered. Something happened on that play. Kyle Duggar, after practice, talked a little bit about they got to tighten some communication issues up. He talked about it more being pre-snap stuff, that they weren't necessarily aligned properly. But, yeah, Douglas is, to me, he stands out with the receiver group. And to be honest, even that today was mostly quick stuff around the line of scrimmage, but that one deep over in 7-on-7, he's the only one that gets open consistently.
I will say, with the wide receiver group today, not having Juju out there, you did see guys get more reps. Like, I saw Thornton get multiple reps. I don't know if it's because Thornton was out of, I think, the last practice that we watched.
Yeah.
But he showed up a few times today, too, after Pop Douglas, of course, where he was making a bunch of catches. So it'd be interesting to see as they continue down the line how the reps do get divvied up.
Yeah, so Pop coming out of the red jersey was certainly an item of note. Unfortunately, still no Marcus Jones. Similar thing for him today where all of a sudden I look at the end of practice and he's like out there, but he doesn't participate at all. Marty Mapu continues to watch. Some of the tackle injuries that we thought maybe might pop up, so it doesn't seem to be a problem. Okorafor is back out there. Wallace is out there. The top two group remains. Vidarian Lowe on the left side, Okorafor on the right side. And, maybe one of the more interesting things, though, guys, was just the kicker competition ramped up a little bit today. And I've never seen anything like this before, but you had all kinds of guys closing in, trying to psych them out, yelling at them, loud music. It was like blaring.
The only thing missing was Bill squirting the holder, trying to get him wet, get the ball wet. Usually he sprays the ball down. But yeah, there was a lot of. That was probably, you could take this for what it's worth. It was probably the most energetic portion of practice.
Yeah.
The entire team was involved.
Yeah, it honestly reminded me of free throws at the end of a basketball game and the student section like waving their hands and going crazy.
Yep.
That's what it reminded me of. And it was nice to see the guys, they both missed a few, they made a few. It was good competition.
All right, well, the Patriots are going to be back on the field on Monday. We're anticipating with the Eagles coming to town on Tuesday. Maybe they'll probably downshift a little bit tomorrow. I don't expect another padded practice. We've seen a bunch of padded practices.
No, my guess is they'll be in pads for the joint practice on Tuesday. So, yeah, I would think no pads tomorrow.
So, busy week coming up. Eagles coming to town Tuesday, and then they'll play on Thursday night another preseason game. So, we're rolling right along, folks. We hope you'll stick with us here as training camp continues to roll on.